You know what the deal? Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, peace to all the righteous families of the planet Earth. This your man King Lou is Allah. On this power day of February, somebody just asked me offline, how I get, how did I go about getting knowledge of self? And how do I, how did I come to write the modernized without the Muslim aspect 120. I put a portion of it up on my Instagram. What is it? King Lou 7, King Lou _7 on Instagram, right? And and so I wanted knowledge of self. I wanted to learn. That's the first step. I wanted to learn. And they told me that it's not a religion. It's not a religion. So that's going in, that's the first part of enlightenment, that's the first part of getting enlightened on the 120 supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet, that it's not a religion. So that's what I took it as. It's not a religion. And so, I heard and was told it's an area of study. It's a curriculum. Look at it as an area of study or a curriculum, and then some gods and earths, say it's not a religion, it's a way of life, right? So I took it at being, and so they say, well, do you have to be educated on something? Well, I can't say, right? I mean, I know I got a college education, and I compare it to, I compare it to a philosophy logic class that I took at Wayne State when I had to add and subtract letters. A minus B equal U. What is A plus 1 plus B plus 2? What does that equal? And I was like, wow, I do not know. And then, and I got the textbook and I still don't understand the point of, adding these letters. You see what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense, right? But I would, A plus B equals AB, right? And A plus, and so I was getting right. So I passed the class. Looked like the 5'9". That ain't Royce. That ain't me, dog. So that's rough, dog. So yeah. So so I compared it. So when I do the math now and add my supreme math and supreme alphabet to get, solutions, I can say, this helped me understand furthermore, what supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet, and the degrees of 120 was trying to do, right? So, did I use my, did my college education, did my philosophy class help me to understand? Did this philosophy class help me understand? Yeah. And so that's the first part of enlightenment on the, nation of gods and earth side, right, is that it's not a religion. And so as I'm reading the 120 and I'm seeing, Muslim girl training and captain and lieutenant and, you be a righteous Muslim and you supposed to be a righteous Muslim. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be no Muslim. And it felt like a recruitment to get into the Nation of Islam, right? And I'm like, man, I don't want no religion. I don't want no religion. So I went back and I, learned the history about the father, why he started the Nation of Gods and Earths. And I, checked and I did research on Wallace Fard Muhammad and, and I'm still doing research on Malcolm X and Faker Khan. And so, and so I understand why the father left the Nation of Islam and started. And so I was going back and looking at, what's wrong with the Nation of Islam and so I really truly understand why he started Nation of Gods and Earths. But yeah, man, so, that's the first step that you have to go into it. If you don't, and so I done made it easy, I've put out, and so I hope people can understand and build and use the lessons that I rewrote, revised, to their benefit, because I said I couldn't see myself standing in front of a camera or a classroom of people, enlightening them on the 120. I think it's a waste. Like my, people say, well, my audience like it this way. Well, my audience, my people is, half of them is college educated. And, we should just get to what, what it's really saying, where it's just going. So, but I understand why the father didn't change it, and, but yeah, so, but you got to go into it as this is not a religion. This is the first step of enlightenment. And so I was like, well, I don't know if I want to be down with Islam. But once again, Islam, and this why I got off into the Nation of Gods and Earth, because I was reading a book or listening to a street urban audio book, and they were talking about Islam, 5% I self Lord and Master, and I was like, wow, what, it was like about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And I was like, wow. And so, so I wrote that down. I self Lord and Master. And I say, I can get with that. I can get with I self Lord and Master. Right? And so, and then arm, leg, arm, head. I can get with Allah. I can visualize I self Lord and Master, and so, and arm, leg, arm, head. Arm, leg, arm, head spells ALLAH. Is Allah, which is a human being. And so, they go to something about 72 degrees when a person, makes up a person. Angles with the arms and legs times 5 is 360 degrees knowledge. And so, but yeah, man, so that's how you got to go into it. And Maserati. And yeah, you don't know my being my brother don't sell no drug, nothing like that. But but yeah. So that's how you got to look at it, man. And so check out. And so I was mad. That's why I revised it. And so go to my IG, look at the new student enrollment. I got the new 1 to 10, the 1 to 14, the 1 to 36. And I got some more stuff coming, so. But yeah, I keep talking about it. I don't never do it, so I got to keep that. I got to keep that to do it. But yeah, man. So it's just not. I wanted knowledge of self, and I come across terms like self-actualization, self-actualization. I say, wow. And so I was watching something about. I think, I'm not your Negro, and James Baldwin said, Malcolm made you realize you actually existed. You actually existed. I was like, wow, people walking around, and so that's the reason that the Nation of Islam was founded, because their founder, Wallace Farr, said that was the condition of black people in the 1930s. But that they was, in a mental haze, downtrodden. And so his main target was black people. But that's due to the psychological effects of slavery. And so I think I put it 60-something years out of slavery. Slavery was over in 1860-something. 70 years out of slavery. I got to read my own damn 120, right? And so, but yeah, it wasn't, not even 100 years out of slavery when the Nation of Islam was founded. I think that's right. And so, that's their purpose. But I don't promote the Nation of Islam. I think Farrakhan is mentally ill. I think that brother, man, I'm gonna put some stuff on my IG about, this dude, was like a snake, jealous of Malcolm. It's crazy, and that's Ud. He's like a needy, clingy dude that didn't want to let Malcolm go. And like the nation says, and you're supposed to be true to the nation. No, he's supposed to be true to black people, not the nation. So, yeah, man, but that's how you got to go into it, man. It's not a religion. And, man. So, that's it. I'm out. Peace.